Hello everyone, Mars here, pronouns they, them. So before I give you the question of the month for this month, I want to remind everybody to just take a little time for self-care. I, Mars, am trying to figure out what self-care looks like for myself, and I just want to stress the importance of taking time for yourself, especially amidst these crazy times. Okay? So anyway, and I'm saying that more so to remind myself as well. I mean, we all need it sometimes, right? So this month's question is, do you feel disconnect from a particular group within the HIV community, and what are you doing to change that? So the short answer is yes, I do feel disconnected from a particular group, and that group is those of us who are perinatally infected, those of us who are born HIV positive. I sit on a lot of different committees and a lot of different platforms that speak to HIV communities and people. And one of the committees that I'm actually co-chair of, most of the committees I sit on, I'm a consumer voice, but this one I'm a co-chair of, and it is the Aging with HIV in Long-Term Care committee, and I was chosen to be co-chair of the committee because of the unique margin of people that I speak for, and that is those of us who were born positive, but also born within the 80s and 90s. So when I go to my committee meetings and I'm in these HIV communities, what tends to happen is I tend to be one of the youngest in the group, but when I'm talking about my HIV experience, I'm talking about 32 years experience, which then somehow puts me into the margin of those who are like 50 and older typically, because if we were all diagnosed in the 80s and 90s, it didn't matter, the only thing that was different was the age in which we were diagnosed. And so it puts me into this weird little margin that I don't feel like is talked about a lot and is not considered a lot. We talk about, oh, when you're retired, when you get old, this is what's going to happen. And, oh, when you're young, this is what happens. But I don't know that anybody's really talking about this in-between phase for those of us who were born with it and who are experiencing things beyond our age within our body that are not exactly explored or explainable. So what I'm doing to change that is I have started a nice little sitcom, if you will, with two of my other counterparts, Adrian and Kim. Saturday nights, every other Saturday, we're doing a series called Born Positive, Stay Positive. And we are just three people who were born HIV positive all right around the same time. We're all about the same age. And we're just having conversations and talking and kind of getting to know one another through this dialogue, but also sharing that openly with you so that hopefully you have something that you can relate to and dig into. So if you haven't seen our page, Real Talk, Real People, HIV Stops With Me is the page, and we post our events on there consistently. So Born Positive, Stay Positive. Check it out.